No more drilling on federal lands, period. Period, period, period.
Nothing seriously holds a candidate to their promises they make during their campaign. While public opinion may swear or falter, legally they have no obligation to uphold their words. This holds especially true for the environment, as actions that are taken usually fall on the back burner while attention is paid more to economic concerns and foreign policy issues.
This oversight allows for continuous misuse and destruction of the environment that is far more difficult to reverse than it ever was to carry out in the first place. With such a delicate landscape that we all depend on being so easily and continuously leveraged in more and more harmful ways, some kind of change needs to be implemented to hold the administration to their words.
Some specifics of this example: in Trump's 2020 election campaign, American citizens were promised the cleanest air and the cleanest water without any sort of plan to accomplish these goals. One major point to our argument is that vague promises are a danger to the American people. Candidates in election need to be more thorough with their goals and plans to allow the American people to decide if they are worthy and make an educated decision.
We suggest that a rework be done of the electoral debate process. We think that some sort of documentation needs to be in place for candidates to have their environmental goals recorded. This allows for presidents to be held accountable for what they said in the election and not contradict their previous clauses.
A restructure would also allow the typical argumentative style that tends to get irrelevant to the topics being discussed to be worked into a presentation of ideas that candidates can discuss and debate on from there. These ideas presented by the candidates could then be concisely recorded and held in binding documentation for how the winner of an election handles the environmental issues during their term in power.
Having a structured environmental plan following debate allows promises and plans to be binding and makes sure that they are at least represented or not contradicted later in office. Why should a candidate be able to use hot topics and buzzwords to win over a majority of voters than not follow up on anything they said?
It's outrageous.
How would you feel
if a candidate you elected into office contradicted their environmental policies a few years after they were in office? This could lead to so many potential failures between bureaucratic systems and lots of feelings of betrayal, anger, and political divide.
If debates were restructured to be candidates presenting their ideas and debating about those ideas, more people could be informed about their plans and goals rather than the typical argumentative structure we have now.
This sort of structure works as a call to action to the public to be more informed on what they're voting for and allows them to tune back in to political events after the classic debate style has lost its legitimacy. Thanks for watching, and remember, vote greener.